Hello everyone, it's Daniela and welcome to my channel. I have a super chunky autumn themed junk journal to share with you today. I think it is super duper pretty. It is 9 inches high and 6 inches wide with a 3-inch spine. The closure is dyed seam binding with eyelets in the covers for durability. I've used cream colored cardstock, um, printed design paper, glitter cardstock, and more paper. This paper is thick. I would call it a cardstock. I've got these really pretty flowers that go with this collection, which is Autumn Moon by Frank Garcia for Prima. I used this box pleated trim all around the center, which is die cut with a die cut from Crafter's Companion that cuts into the paper, not out. Aren't those leaves pretty with the glitter cardstock behind it? I also added some pretty jewels and stuff. The 3-inch spine is super awesome with a very pretty, very shabby fabric flower. And the back is the same as the front, just not with the cutout. Sorry about this shadow. That is my camera. So let's open it up and take a look. Before I do, I want you to know that I have it written down, 108 pages, 216 sides, 16 pockets, 4 tuck spots, 2 belly bands, countless inserts, and fringe and lace trim. I did not count all of the inserts, but you will see it is a lot. So let me untie you. Okay, you're under here. I'm like, whoa. And pop it open. So right here on the inside, I also have pattern paper lining in here and 2 layers of this pretty trim. Let me zoom in just a little. If I zoom in too much, you won't see everything. Hopefully that's good. 2 layers of lace to transition from the spine to the cover. And right here in the front, I tied this. I have punched 2 pieces of paper on the edge and made it so you can write or put a picture, keep something special like a little secret, and tie it up in there. I cut the 12 by 12 paper into 4 by 4 squares, and then I used a We Are Memory Keepers something 8 punch. I don't know, where you turn a square paper into like a doily, and I use them in the front of each of these pattern paper sections. So here's that fringe trim, so pretty. And inside we have the punched floral border lace, this flower die that I got at the expo, and some of the ephemera from the collection. In here is a removable pocket with an alteration tag and a plain tag with a sticker that says the number 1. And if you saw my last video, one of these Rolodex cards, Rolodex dies I used to make this card with some chipboard and some of the gems from this collection. There, and I will show you what is in the first signature, but I won't go through everything. in the second because it's essentially the same, just different colors or whatnot. So here I have coffee dyed tracing paper. I did some stamping, and I did a new method of coffee dyeing. All these papers are coffee dyed, and it's French vanilla, and they smell so good. If you want a tutorial on my new coffee dyeing method, just let me know. I put out a plastic garbage bag, and I ladle coffee all on it, and then I dip the paper in and hang it to dry, and I get these amazing, look how cool that is. I love how I get more pattern from it, I think. So I really like that. Graph paper, cloth doily with a ephemera on it, book page, coffee dyed paper with some washi and a flower. Look how cool that is. I love it. This is some like notebook paper. It's got some pretty designs on it too. Look how awesome that is. I glued sequin all over also, stamping. And I'm going to stop talking about the coffee dye now. I'm just so psyched about it. 2 to-do lists and another one of these punched into a circle pieces. This pocket, all the pockets are the same. They're all punched with a deep edge floral punch, and they all have lace and bows or flowers or ephemera or something on them, and they all have the fringe edge. This lighter fringe is like a taupe with brown in it, really pretty. And in this pocket we have a large journaling card. These papers came with those paper I showed you before, notebook-like paper, writing paper, so I dyed them as well. I think they look great. And this is a random number 8 card. So that's in there. Here is a tuck spot, and in here I have just a ton of little things. One of the journaling cards from the collection, and some extra stars and tags that I made when I was using the dies to make the embellishments for this book. This is a doily, but it's really, really thin, so I just glued it onto the paper. It's still very pretty. Washi tape, graph paper, transparency from the ephemera, a side pocket that has 2 of the journaling cards, and this envelope. I have some of these envelopes. They're just really pretty. I didn't put anything in them. One of the tags that I made when I did my last video, and just a brown tag with some glitter on the bottom. Craft. Tracing paper that is stamped, plain paper with washi on it, washi and sequins, doilies with ephemera, book pages. Here's another one of those like notebook pages I was saying. This has a pocket, I don't want to pull it out, with a tag in it that I think has a sticker on it, and an orange ticket. I love these 7 Gypsies hanger clips because they look rusty and old. And here's one of my new favorite things, those bridge cards, and the oranges and stuff go really well with this book. Here's a better view of one of the punches I used. They're so pretty. And in here, another pocket. This is a to-do list that I put a sticker on, and this is one of those small papers from the notebook set, lace, This button was pre-made. I bought a pack of them. I do not remember where. And this feathered die was from Artsy. This is tracing paper with washi, stamps, and ephemera. Pretty paper. It's just got cool patterns on it, and I thought this burgundy looked good with the collection. Stamping and little bling book paper. The center is a gold doily, and now we just go backwards. The other side of that paper, more washi and craft paper, tracing paper that's stamped. The opposite side of what we just saw, and this has a large tag in the back with a sticker on it. Another journaling card. This really pretty journaling card from this collection, and another small coffee dyed paper, and of course the chocolate colored trim, and another paper clip. And this is a circle with a die cut like piece of wood, feather die cut, a little, it's a feather tag actually, and a little light tag. Book paper, doily, plain paper, tracing paper, the other side pocket. These are actually supposed to be pull tabs for tags, but I just think they're so pretty. Here's another one of these Rolodex cards, more of the 3x4 cards from the collection, and a little envelope, nothing in it, just something fun for you to put anything you want in it. Stamps and sequins and ephemera and washi tapes. This is the bigger one of those tag toppers. I used it as a tuck spot. And in here, I just have a couple little things. Moving around. Piece of ephemera. It's like an old postcard. Another one of the tags with the gold glitter on the bottom. And if you had saw, this was one of the, in my last video, this was one of the little embellishments I made with the dies that I got from AliExpress. And we have another one of these I glued on with some sequins. This is a fun belly band, and it has a reproduction vintage postcard and a yellow die cut tag. Here's another pocket, all the same. A card catalog library card like I love to use. 3x4 card, a plain tag and an orange tag. The opposite side of those to-do lists. Opposite side of this paper with this pretty bird cage on it. Paper with a stamp. Whoops. More of the ephemera stuck on. Book page. That fabric doily. Graph paper. Sequins and washi tape. Tracing paper that's stamped. And the last pocket in the first signature, which has one of these that I also showed in the video. Another journaling card, a plain tag, and one of these from my stash. The colors were just really good. It says October. Two round things. And now this second signature, which we're just gonna go through and peek at because the same as the other one. all the pages are the same, but they may not all be stamped exactly the same, or all the ephemera would be similar, but they all won't be the same color exactly or anything, but you can get the same amount of pages. And some will be stamped, and some will have washi, some will have ephemera, some will have pockets. I have this little teeny guy here that I was trying to slip in here, but he seems like he's too little. I might put him, we'll see, I'll put him in a tuck or something in a minute. Paper, paper, paper. Here, that's what I was thinking. We can put this guy in here. That's much better. Same pocket, coffee stain, sequins, and ephemera, and paper, and stamps, and the middle. The same stuff. Just fun to look through and admire some of the things. You know, I spend so much time making the book, sometimes I don't really get to stop and enjoy it. That's why I enjoy doing these flip throughs for you. So you can see what I made and I can get to spend some time looking at it. Another side pocket. Thought I was taking an extra page. Another tuck. Another belly bands. All the opposite sides of these guys. Look, starting to get sideways. And the last page. So that is it. This book will be in my Etsy shop, and I will leave the link in the description. And thank you so much again for visiting. Your support means so much to me. Please leave me a comment. I enjoy reading them, and I hope to see you here in my next video. Bye.